What's up, guys? This is Chronic Rush and welcome to episode 28. We're going to get straight into the gameplay here. Come up against a BPL squad you see on the screen. And basically this is just carried on from last episode. I kind of did a bit too long of a recording session, should I say, and kind of forgot to end it and ended it a bit late. But as you can see there, we kind of swapped up the team in the last episode right at the end into the 4-2-3-1, sorry, playing one up front, just trying to dominate the midfield a bit. But he goes 1-0 up there, and it seemed to be working. We did seem to have a bit more possession in the midfield, seemed to have more defensive options and stuff like that. But he goes and makes it 2-0 there with Samieto with a fairly nice goal there into the bottom left-hand corner. And this game wasn't going too bad compared to his squad compared to mine. He definitely had the obvious more advantage in terms of players, but I seem to boss the midfield a bit better, and a nice over-the-top ball into Sally, and that goes and makes it 2-1. So the change in the squad formation seemed to help quite a bit. I didn't seem to be as I didn't have as much attacking options, but at this time I was mainly just going and seeing if I can get the 1-0 win, the occasional win from like a corner or something. But he goes and makes it 3-0 with Soldado in the 60th minute. And last episode was kind of a bit of a hammering. We got 8-0 as well as 6-0. And I just needed to try and change it out. I didn't want to go out. There's no alternative players I could really go for. So the only option was maybe change out the formation. But that didn't seem to be working too well, as the RB there goes and makes that 4-1. We then go to the 73rd minute. Really should have done better. Eto wins that ball there, and he's going to cut inside. Gets deflected into the net, but that made it 5-1, sorry, in the 75th minute. And this game wasn't going too well either. He goes and gets a corner, crosses that in the 83rd minute, and DRB there is up again for that header to make that 6-1. And we're on the 6th curse again. A nice through ball there into El Jadu. He's going to chip that across into Sally to make that 6-2. So I'm kind of reducing the deficit a bit. We're only 4 goals. We needed to catch up, but that was another 6 goals conceded, and the defence just seems to not be working whatsoever. I think it's maybe the midfield. They don't seem to be wanting to get back as much, and one of them, well, both of them seem to want to push up. That one doesn't stay or anything, so that's kind of annoying. But we're going to go into the second game of this episode, come against another BPL squad. These squads seem to be very common indeed, and at 19th minute here, he gets some work there and crosses that across. Crosses are OP, especially when you got Christian Benteke in the box there, but that made it 1-0. Then move to the 35th minute. Look at that strength from Benteke. That's out-strengthening Bolly, who looks like a bit of a tank anyway. Benteke powers that in, and nice work from my centre-back, taking out my goalkeeper there to make that 2-0 with Podolski's header. A nice over-the-top ball into Sally here. Nice control, and that's going to be a nice finish to make that 2-1 in the 63rd minute there. Go all the way to the 90th. I thought I maybe could have got another goal, but unfortunately I couldn't. And that's another loss there. And we've only got 1 win. I think I can't quite catch out the stats there, but I think 1 win and I can't even think of it. I think it's like 1 win and 5 losses or something like that. And we've gone past the 7 game horror, should I say, where all the players seem to be out of contract or injured, or oh my god, you name it. Fitness is bad. So I'm just going to rotate the players out here, pick up another bow to just swap out with the one we currently have. I also got an injury on Karabori, so it's going to be quite a bit of coinage to spend just on consumables, keeping the upkeep of the squad. And we're not going to get many coins from actually playing the games, to be honest. We're going to get about the 500 coins each, so I'm probably just making a bit of money back if I can sell the players. That's all well and good. But picking up some more players, transfer market search thing seems to be still fucked up. You can't seem to want to search out their names like you normally could. I'm not too sure what EA's done there. Or maybe it's just a bug. It seemed to happen after the last patch, patch 3 I think it was. When I got back from holiday, it just seemed to bug out completely. I wasn't too sure what's happening. As you can see there's actually the squad in the 4-2-3-1, the second version. We got the, I believe it's right mid, left mid, outside. We got Kalabori playing the centre forward, Sally up front for the pace, and then we got Grogi and Karabori in the middle. Just seeing if we can hold the ball a bit better, have some more options to pass it around. But it seemed to work a bit. It seemed to be a lot more beneficial than the 4-4-2, sorry. But it just didn't seem to work too well. I don't know. I think it's just the squad coming up against these players. Obviously, I think maybe having such a good run with the BPL squad, having like, I think it was like, let me work out, about 10 games unbeaten. with some quite hard score lines. EA probably thought this guy's a bit of a tank. Yeah, I know I'm a bit of a tank of a FIFA player. But that's what they put me up against probably hard opponents maybe if I didn't have such a good run at the BPL. So that could be a possibility, or I'm just not playing as well as I normally do. All this squad is just absolutely shocking, but it's going a bit similar to the Air Tri-City League, and which wasn't too good. Made another balls up there. Well, in the sense that still thought I could swap out, pick up a new Korobori, swap him out for the injured one, then go and sell him. But I still had to put contracts and fitness on him, so it's just as worth picking up a brand new one. Going to put the healing card on that one and just going to sell that one, hopefully for just the same amount of coins. And not too much of a loss. He has scored some decent goals for this squad so far, so making up the coins there in some of the games where may have not. Well, the game where I did win, he scored a fairly nice finesse shot coming out from a corner, which is all well and good. So I think the squad now there is all replenished, got contracts and stuff like that. Just going to quickly list all the players. Hopefully you can go and sell them on as fast as possible, because I don't want these junk in my trade pile for much longer, because this league, I think we haven't got too long until actually relegate. I think this game, if I go and lose it, I think we actually get relegated, which is kind of a nice kick in the nuts there. But come against a Belgium squad here. Silvers, golds, nice squad indeed. Probably quite a bit of strength there as well. But El Jadouawi, sorry, steams down the left-hand side using his pace, getting past Jan Vertonghen, and he's going to swing that across into Moncandi there to head that in the 71st minute. The first breakthrough in the entire game. Then move to the 75th minute. Headers that out, and I really should just held that ball. That was an absolute shocking pass. Vermaelen intercepts again. Bad touch from my player. Fellaini over the top in Romelu Lukaku, and pushes that out for a corner. And he had just Lukaku there, and then I remembered his centre backs. Swings this ball in, falls straight on the head of Jan Vertonghen there to go and make that 1-1 in the 78th minute. And I'm going to try and go on my skill run here, lose the ball to a slide tackle, and he's going to go on the attack here. Thorgan Hazard, that is, swings the ball into Kevin De Bruyne, who should have done better there. A nice save from my keeper, though, to stop that from going. But he's going to go and get another corner, and he's got some fairly decent height. Vermaelen, Jan Vertonghen, Lukaku, some fairly strength and height players there in the box. But he gets the ball out, ball falls to Kevin De Bruyne, and that is such an annoying goal to concede in the 81st minute there. And I've got a replay here. I'm not too sure if it shows you the perfect angle, but basically, if my keeper was to stick out his left foot, he would have saved it. But it decided he went and dived over the ball. So that I do believe is actual relegation for this squad. I do believe, yeah, you go. So all the work we did with the BPL has basically been wasted, which is kind of annoying. But we're just going to have to carry on, move on to the French League 1 squad. So make sure you guys subscribe to stay tuned for that squad builder. Also remember to hit that like button if you like. So any feedback in the comments would be muchly appreciated, guys. This has been Cron Rush. Until next time, adios.